Right now, Secretary of State John Kerry is in the Middle East in an effort to drum up support to squash the ISIS terrorist army in Syria and Iraq. Earlier today, he met with NATO ally Turkey. They're in the coalition, but still on the fence over how deeply to get involved. Take a look at the countries on board so far. 9 of them in total. Most are in Europe. Also 10 Middle Eastern countries signing a joint letter promising to curb ISIS expansion by cutting off the flow of volunteers and money to the terror group. Notice Turkey is sitting on Syria's border and not on this list. Joining us now, Walid Phares, Fox News Middle East and terrorism analyst. In order to make all of this effective, do we have to have Turkey on board?
Well, Turkey has hundreds of miles of borders with both Syria and Iraq. It's crucial that Turkey, which is a NATO member, has our air bases and has been in the past, John, a channel for aid to go to the Syrian opposition. If the administration wants to support the moderate Syrian opposition, Turkey should be in. The problem is that the Erdogan government is asking us, okay, we strike ISIS. Who's going to win after ISIS, Assad or the opposition?
So there are concerns, I guess it's fair to say, among Arab and Middle Eastern governments about this plan, about the president's plan, the strategy. There
are a lot of concerns. I mean, on the surface, everybody is going to be against ISIS for a reason or another. Should it be Turkey, Saudi, Jordan? Saudi and Jordan are directly threatened. But here's the story in the Arab situation. Saudi, Jordan, UAE, and Egypt are now forming a bloc, and that bloc wants to actually enter the fray and fight ISIS. Their concern is they're afraid that the administration is going to tell them, move in, and then the administration won't go with them. They cite the example of what happened last year in Syria, when we said we're going to move in and then we stop in the middle, because for them it will be costly. ISIS will respond inside their own countries.
So what about Egypt? I mean, Egypt is always considered sort of the pivotal Middle Eastern country. They've got the largest population. Where do they stand in all of this?
It has the largest military, close to 1 million people under arms. It has the largest equipment by us, way more than the Iraqi government. It has air force. It has we have coordinated with the Egyptians for the last 3 decades. The problem with Egypt is over the past 3 to 4 years, Washington and Egypt were not seeing things eye to eye. We spent some time trying to boost the Muslim Brotherhood. Then we had a problem with the Sisi government. So we need to fix the relationship between Washington and Egypt so that Egypt will be the backer of the Arab moderate bloc against ISIS. So we need to do more work.
What about forces on the ground? The president said no U.S. boots on the ground. He said we're going to train up the Iraqi military to help in this effort. Well, that's the same Iraqi military that dropped its weapons and ran when ISIS came calling the first time.
Precisely, John. That's what we hear in terms of criticism, both from the Arab Sunni, the neighborhood, but also from within Iraq. Many opposition to ISIS are telling us, are we going to rely on the Iraqi army, which 2 divisions have melted away in Mosul? We need to see a reformed Iraqi government to reform the Iraqi military and see more Sunnis. I can't imagine Shia divisions entering the Sunni areas fighting ISIS, because the Sunni behind ISIS are going to say, this is not just against ISIS, it's against us. So a lot of work also in Iraq, in Baghdad.
All right. Walid Phares, our Fox News Middle Eastern analyst. Walid, thank you.
Thank you.